If I'm being honest, I don't think it's a battle between who you know and what you know. It's more like a partnership. What you know is your foundation. It's where you prove you're competent, reliable, and able to deliver. But who you know is what opens the doors you never even knew existed. When I look at Adam's story, that's exactly what I see. His skills earned trust, but his relationships created opportunity. That's the balance I want in my own career. I want to be excellent at what I do so people know I can add value. But I also want to intentionally build strong, authentic relationships. Connections that go beyond just networking. Because at the end of the day, success is really the product of both. Competence earns respect, and relationships create momentum.
Adam's unique decision to join the company as the CEO allowed him to further his due diligence and to examine the company from a closer perspective. That being said, me personally, I don't know if I would have a hard time doing it, but I can see why he did. By joining as the CEO, he was able to improve operations, and they still were able to negotiate the purchase price based on the EBITDA before he started rather than the improvements that he made as the CEO. So he ended up improving the company that he was buying without paying the price for it.
Awesome. So, yeah, when you think about what Adam did with Petro West, I think he did three big things. One of them being that he really took responsibility. So even if the mistakes aren't your fault, just taking ownership over it. And then I think secondly, his consistency. He showed that consistency is a lot more powerful than the promises he made. And then I'd say lastly, his communication. It has to be continuous. It has to be both ways. He did a lot of that with employee surveys, quarterly customer feedback calls. All of that was important in what he did.
Adam had to make a very hard choice during COVID with his father's role. If I had to make a similar decision, it would depend on if I was coming from the position of Adam with his knowledge of his father or from my own perspective with my own father. Because if it was with my own father, I would talk with him and have a transition period where I would let him go, since I know that he would be okay financially on his own and understand the dilemmas of corporate layoffs. But if I was in the position of Adam, then I would not be against the approach that he took of keeping the position but delivering a pay cut so that their financials are not hurt too much. In the end, I'd want to talk with my father and really each individual employee if I can, and get a gauge on their economic well-being and what my best course of action would be because of that, having no bias depending on relationships. Because of this dilemma, many business owners opt to not have family or friends be a part of their business, but sometimes it is inevitable. And when such things occur, there is a need to separate business and personal. But at the same time, you need to remember why you have your business in the first place. Is it to help your family, or certain people, or the world in general, or your target customers? What is your end goal, and what is best for the people you're supposed to be taking care of? Is the questions you need to be asking yourself when such hard situations come.
Relationships built on trust are key to lasting success. Adam's story showed me that who you know can open doors, but what you know is just as important. Combine both and you can achieve great things. Leading with empathy and learning from experience truly matters. Also, Grit It Done is the greatest